Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of what was it sort of should I download that?
Not yet.
Okay. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Oh yeah, which is so, using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with it. What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? Alright, you didn't go on a date with Huntress yet. You really missed out. It was thrilling, or I guess it would have been thrilling. You'll have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. You put it on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Crabbing Claudette, Crabbing Claudette, try Claudette approach. Is that look on their faces excitement or terror? Because your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been afflicted with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing.
It's time.
Clara dresses over to the beach where the killers stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene of reminiscent of a TV show that you used to hate watch with your ex.
Maybe it
Suddenly,
wasn't that you were sleepy that are fucking up us reading.
suddenly the message is clear. You are going to declare your affection and put the killers in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Tricky supposed to be here? Paid for good money to make some half-assed cameos in the show. I'm gonna cheat out his agent. But before they walk you over to the big moment, don't you think? Don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Eddie.
It can't be easy in being thrown into a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses.
Muda and making out.
And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but
Let it and try to look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with the killer who isn't into you.
relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light in our direction, you might end up in the friend zone.
Friend zone. That doesn't sound so bad.
Where do you think you are exactly?
Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Colette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again.
Well,
I've never seen Spirit out open up to anyone like she has opened up to you.
I've seen her open up inside to plenty of people, but thankfully for you and for us, that's in a different type of game.
So, are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. You make your way over to the row of parties. Claudette and Dwight stand up off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this dusty chainsaw. Though I do recommend staying away from those sparks.
It's time for a newcomer to confess their love.
Wait! I have to do the jumble for this.
No, you don't, but who cares? Eddie, who do you choose for your solo date?
Can I do at least do the flower thing?
Dwight! I thought we agreed to keep that between us!
No, not that flower thing. The thing where the students gives a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection.
Oh, right, I suppose. But no roses. They're such a cliche at this point.
Well, that's good because I tried Figure Rose, but I got an Algae, so I settled for these. Beautiful.
You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet.
I hope Dwight saved me some. I hope Dwight saves some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry. You got other things to think about right now.
Eddie, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Imagine you're able to choose them.
I would be surprised if we weren't, and I am surprised.
Surprised
Your
I
food,
am.
your food spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large head and into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to make a better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to
Come
the
in.
next level.
Okay, give me a sec. And we shall. Up to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality, to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. It's time to see what you've made of, Eddie. I thought it might be nice to start the day out with the Trapper's Yacht before we headed back to the Black Lighthouse. Even if I kind of hate the basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good for you to see it in the sun a little bit. At least there's more to me than you've already gotten to experience. I know my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair. That wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once. Went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town.
And then, well, I know what happened. Your father,
Yeah, he murdered me and I woke up as an undead Avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I wanted to be a man. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know who, known by who. A lot of time, when you think about ghosts, they're just kind of see-through, flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Oh, like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. Depends on which movie we're watching. But when I died, well, I dare you try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That was an invitation. It's rhetorical. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. I got my ideas. But I'm not exactly out there digging around in caves or dusting off antiques and trying to find clues and analyze their meanings. I do want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give the process a chance. It may be dumb process, and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person, but you just woke up on the beach with no memory of who you were or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try to swim away, you're giving this a chance.
I actually don't know that swimming away is an option.
It's not. However, the fact that you have however, the fact that you have never even tried, I think that means you're got courage, or an open mind, or I don't know, maybe you stuck around because you liked someone you met here.
Maybe.
Remember?
Well, the two of you were getting all deep and philosophical fluently. The yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Last stop! Everyone off! There were other stops.
No. Not at this trip of your life.
Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves for the shore.
I'm just messing with that. That was the only stop. Nobody here is looking out for our fun, so we have to make it ourselves.
But no, there are no other stops. Seriously, go.
Race you to the poop deck, Dwight.
The ship doesn't even have a poop deck.
Oh, it will. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck?
As you disembark, you see Dwight and Cleta are riding across the ship, giggling. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they're not having a good time.
Oh, they even mentioned it.
Do you remember the beach near the majestic Black Lighthouse? It's possible.
Oh.
Closing from Towser. A flock of birds circle lazily. No sense of fear or urgency, as it's circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages.
I'm excited about today, see?
Spirit places her wrist directly on your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to the touch. May feel. Is that the faintest of pulses?
My blood is absolutely pumping.
So what happens now?
Pump it louder. Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who has lived to tell about it. We're going there.
Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse amongst the circling buildings. Birds. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Hey y'all, how's everyone doing today?
Hey y'all.
Oh fuck! Oh well. Hi Wraith. You sure seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on about that guy. Well, something else strange, something different that was usually going on. They takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air he's ever sucked. Well, Eddie, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to contact with today. Alone again, forever. This is how I was meant to be. I feel alive.
Are you done? We're kind of, on the date you just mentioned.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith. But like she said, we're in the middle of something. You mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? How to get to the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there and lived to tell about it. This sounds exactly like telling about it.
Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but...
Spirit waves her arms in the air, head to toe.
And if he's not dead, now he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date.
Hey now, we can solve our problems without the hair floating up into menacing shapes. I'll just be over here, running away. Enjoy the view. Oh wow.
You know, I think Rafe was kidding about that whole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even of the island. What you can see is mostly ocean, or on account of it being, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point regarding your. How do I say it?
Her hands float up as she scratches her head contemptibly. You don't usually see her at loss for words like this.
What's your mortal status? Because despite what our lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be triumphed with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it in all corners of the world. It's not further, if not further.
Well, duh. You saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time, wanting to crumble at the rock beneath the Pacific Tower, but you decided not to point out because that wouldn't be too romantic now, would it? I think I'm alive. I'm here with you, walking the beach, feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin.
Here, with me, the spirit. Does that make you alive? Does that really make you alive?
Guess I don't know.
If you come with me to the Eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Nah. Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I hate for you to simply turn to ash. If we were to commit right here and now to figuring this out as friends, we could put the risk off another time.
Just be friends? Ouch, this is her way of letting you down easy. I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you.
I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it may not be safe. You might die up there. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Go up, maybe die. I want to see what's up there. I feel like this is a good ending. Take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels to your blood and fills your lungs. It may be the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I just want life for it. Spirit smiles a quickly devilish smile.
Right this way. Watch the leaking water that's coming out of my butt.
Inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It was simply day when he stepped through the door, but
How'd
inside
you
his
get
place is
there?
like a void. The last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave the last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight. A petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down, as if it's been crawling.
Watch your step.
The thing we do for love. When you arrive in the lantern room, at the top of the black lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out, and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room as though it's been operating in a century. Has been operating in a century. However, somehow, it was just morning a moment ago, and now it's night.
What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking over the ocean all day. I really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you. Taking the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect date.
Really? I don't remember that.
I just called it the perfect date, and you can't be bothered to remember it. What kind of game are you playing with me?
I want to remember it. It's just that for some reason my mind is completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead.
Or you're already dead and have been this whole time.
That's true.
Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working.
Even turned off, the light has a power to it. The massive lens reflects moonlight through it itself. Its subtle spark that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring into this light as the sun fell and as the moon rose.
Thanks for spending the day with me. I really had a good time.
That's it. Don't get me wrong. This is really cool and all. It's just I guess I don't what I expected.
I suppose you thought you were walking into death and nothing happened. It might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry, anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let's just flip the light on for the staircase so it's easier to get down. The stairs look pretty dark. Maybe it...
Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum. Then it becomes finally clear to you. That switch wasn't for the stairs. It was for the main lantern, and a lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up to your nose.
Oopsie! Looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stairs light at all.
Now we see who is really alive and who's just really dead. I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure I see the logic in that, but it is. But if it is magic, it kind of defies logic. I want to see it, but well, I'm a little scared.
Don't look directly in the light. Open your eyes and look at me, and I'll keep you safe.
Okay, what the fuck?
You ready for your little game?
Oh
Oh
shit.
shit.
Oh, perfect.
Oh. Oh.
If I messes up, I'm
Oh.
fucking dead. Oh my god. I just played Survivor today. Fuck! Are you okay?
Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you into something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. I'm so lucky you put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real.
Despite your attempt to resist, the incredible force of energy from the black lighthouse lantern eye refuses to subside. No, it cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, it was just a trivial game. This is real life, and real magic. You stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind.
Hey, been a while. How are things? Doing good, feeling more dead or more alive. Yeah, love to do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon.
You wake up hearing to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You got a terrible taste in your mouth like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like some ash. It takes some time for the sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear that she's talking to someone else, not you.
You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it's you and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change me. Change for me. I can't believe I thought you were doing the was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks like a whole lot different than this.
I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks on the chopper. Nobody.
Oh yeah, fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper, but I'm not gonna. But I'm not doing that. I'm dumping.
Don't you say it.
I'm dumping Evan McMillan, and there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan.
Ben, Chopper turns his spear and looks directly at you. You realize that you've been laying on the ground for some weird tunnel. I think that your shouting woke Eddie up.
My shouting.
Fixed.
Fake snore.
You took your fist to your elbow and let out a long, convincing snore. You might as well have announced, "I'm awake and uncomfortable."
Imagine you're looking at someone, you're like, dude, he's dead, and all you hear from is.
I grew up surrounded by lazy miners who were constantly sleeping on the job. I never realized what sounds like. Get up, Eddie. Who, huh? What time is it? Where am I? Chopper, is that you? You know darn well, damn it was me. The power of beauty of my voice is unmistakable. The jig is, as they say, up. They know you're awake now, and you're going to have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly, I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island, here on this creepy tunnel.
As far as the island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here.
You and Trapper? But
After the lighthouse thing came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you, I just didn't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messy with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. I could have asked Claudia or Dwight for help, but I don't trust them.
you trust Trapper?
Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper could be a real jerk, and you'd be right, but you get what you see with him. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's a part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island.
Hey, what's up, guys? Talking island mysteries? My favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I just popped in.
Trapper, you said this place was private.
Don't look at me. I didn't tell him about it. Half the appeal of the spot is getting away from people. Look at him. Well, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So, you three a throuple now, or? Because I gotta say, I really didn't get the whole Trapper spirit thing. But hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose. We were not a thing. Nobody traps the trapper. Not with traps or with relationships.
And you do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now, right? Oh yeah.
Wow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find. Get out! Wraith looks around, just to be doubly sure that Trapper is addressing him. I was just leaving.
This island is a lovely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me, and it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we were more than friends.
I dispute the offense that's told, for the record. I don't pursue, I stalk, and I lie and wait.
Seeing eye to eye was not one of the was not one of the things we were good at.
So, I hate to ask, but I did just look into your refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I guess more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at? Well, for starters,
Excuse me, I'll take the question. Thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest
for revenge.
for revenge. Oh,
Revenge.
for revenge. And then it's just the ocean.
For
Ex-
revenge.
exactly. Well, you need not know. Trapper is like a great classical monstro of revenge.
Is that the one Rainbow Six Siege character?
Maybe the wheelchair one.
I thought the one with the cameras that shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
Drop a blushes behind his
Yeah.
mask. That's one way to compliment a killer.
Revenge against friends who turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote Ewin on his cappuccino knowing his name was actually Evan. For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. They say to never date your heroes.
Advice, but I don't think that's the saying.
And then you came along, Eddie. You showed me that it is okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push off when you have nothing real to offer anyone.
I'm not sure we got all that from, but okay.
You never held a mirror to my own doubts and fears, and showed me that they aren't anything about me. They aren't everything about me. That's how I embrace those things, but not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in the dark cave of a dusty old tunnel. They fucked.
Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow. Gross. Clearly, appealing to Trapper's better features has been a winning strategy for dumping his ass because he seems to be taking it quite well.
This whole half-assed dating show parody thing. At first, I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of Mormon thought there was an audience for this? But then we spent some time together, and I realized there's actually something actually real here. And I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us.
Listen, Eddie. When we were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she had a real thing for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get her, you gotta get through me first by passing Chopper's test to him. Coming to Behavior TV Sundays at 8 p.m. Welcome to Chopper's test. Answer my question correctly or die by my blade. Question 1. What is Spirit's real name? The one given to my mother's father, where she only lets her real friends call her. It's Rin. Okay, you got that one. Don't solve it yet.
Thank God you know fucking trivia.
Dude.
I do not know this shit.
What lives inside Spirit? Demon, because I guess her father was the
I thought it was a
only-
dragon.
Why the fuck would it be a dragon?
Cause she kept saying, "I have this dragon inside of
She
me."
did?
I thought so.
But she's like an Oni, and demon. I think it's a demon. Fuck! Wrong! That's probably her most second. That is probably her second most repeated feature factoid. How many might you miss it? You know what it means when you get a question wrong in Trapper's test. Eat blade, moron. It doesn't matter rough. The last what you hear before the Trapper's weapon splits his entire body was in half was extreme lame catchphrase. I died. Fuck. Okay, let's do this question. Let's win.
Oh, you actually died.
Here's fucking dragon. I don't remember that. I don't remember her saying that at all. Not even once.
Wait. Oh, it is a dragon. I thought so. I thought I heard you saying that.
Sure, everyone knows that. they won't. They will all be this easy. Question 3. What did Spirit work by when she was normal call? This is everything she just said right now. Before she was well bent on revenge. She said it was a restaurant. I know. As you think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I haven't mingled with help like that. He'd be so disappointed in me. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? Is it black? Are these questions largely superficial? Sure. Maybe I didn't get to get to know the Spirit as well as this. Fuck! Maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why she dumped me. Maybe that's why I didn't work things out for her. Who knows? Question 5, the final question. You got this, Eddie. According to the Spirit's lore, what's worse than being dead? Um,
Not being seen for who you are?
I would think. Oh, I don't even know. He's an arguing. You think it's that one?
Yeah, that's my guess.
I would guess. I don't know. Oh my god. When I pitched Trappers Test to the Issues of Behavior TV, they told me there was no room for the budget in the new card to be given as the final prize bidding. So I killed them all, right on the spot. While killing them didn't solve anything for the budget problem, it should feel good. I'm telling you this to A, to brag a bit, and B, to explain why the only thing you're going to win is me saying congratulations for passing Trappers Test. Not that it was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with a giant light that shines in the dark has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. But you probably guessed the rules are rules, and even if I literally just made it up right now, you got it right. So I guess. So I guess I approve your dating spirit or whatever. I have never really cared of her in the first place. I was just hoping you slip up and give me a good excuse to wipe out later with your blood.
I mean, you did.
Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Quick, chopper out.
By the way, I had fucking sex with her right there. Don't step there. I'm sorry you had to endure that.
What, 5 music questions? Was nothing.
Not even that. But the fact that you fucked it up that one time, as ridiculous and necessary as it was, the whole thing. Then waking up in the waking up in a random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had something going on, the fucking on the bed, and the stupid quiz. All of it, especially the whole Trapper out catch a phase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't.
And I like you too, Spirit.
Please, call me Rin. And remember, it is a dragon inside of me. I didn't really like our lighthouse experience was completed. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There was something else I wanted to show you. Alone up in the lancet room of the tower. My titty.
You might have to go to Eddie. It's not that kind of game.
Ah!
What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told. No, wait. It is that kind of game. We gotta go.
Come back up there with me.
There's no place I'd rather be.
What the fuck are we about to see?
You're excited to return to the.
You said you actually got spoiled for this, right?
Oh, yeah, it's not that bad.
Okay.
You're excited to return to the anatomy of the lighthouse, despite all the drama and worry that the previous part of this place for you. More importantly, you're excited to be there with Spirit, which makes it all more crushing. When interrupted by the rival, Claudette and Dwight. Claudette, Dwight, better seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant tragic.
Tragic? I don't think so.
What could be tragic about a family reunion? Those were always joyous occasions in my experience. Before could they explain what has even before they could explain what that even was supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl a low, frightening sound. The land begins to glow a familiar way. You prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad might happen to you again. Now, isn't the time? Now isn't the time for a reality show just shenanigans. Dwight, let it shield your eyes. We don't know what the lighthouse will. Not now. Please don't interrupt.
You think after all this time, you know what we've got your best interests in mind?
Wait, what? No, I quit. I don't think that. Did Brass get near his friend? I asked you not to interrupt. Too late. The black light flares. In the darkness, you see something horrible and strange. In the place of Claudette and Dwight are 2 golden silhouettes. But before you can focus on them, the light passes and the 2 survivors return to normal states.
It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater.
What the hell? Hey, watch your language. You shouldn't speak that way. Oh my god.
Around your elders!
Grandpa? Oh, fuck.
My little Rin, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast.
Oh, what?
Eddie, meet Grandpa Yamaka. Yamoka?
Yamaoka.
Yamoka? Well,
Yeah.
technically he's not just grandpa. Technically he's my great grandpa. But that's a lot of grace to say in a row. I haven't seen my little Rin since I watched her over from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. And I expect you all to say the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Rin. She can do whatever she wants, my precious little angel. But you,
Oni stares at you with demonic red eyes. You're pretty sure he's even decorated. He has a decorative third eye on his mask, is looking at you.
you mongrel! You must treat me with respect, or so help me, I'll clean bits of your head off my cannibal.
A kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered with spikes. FYI,
I'm not sure what a pleasant
peasant.
peasant like you is doing so close to the descent of the noble Yaklala bloodline in the first place. Dirk. Claudine. Explain what's going on to me.
It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette. Remember, we explained to you that we're going to. We explained to you that you're going to have meet with your great granddaughter to suit her and give you the whole withhold of approval.
5 greats!
Great grandfather, sir. Your honor, master, sir.
Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you had a great judgment, and because if they summoned my father, I'd be too distracted by torturing him for all eternity to continue with the rest of the whatever this is, show, game, experience. Yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my own power and magnitude can help.
Self-important much? Nice to meet you, Kazan.
Only my friends and family call me Kazan. Those who tremble in fear of my presence call me the Oni.
You sing a serious representative to Chopper, and not only the serious sides of the man, but that Oni is also his attitude. Apparently, Spirit has a type. You sure you can or want to measure up to that? It dawns on you that, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you try to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. It definitely deserves more thought, but now's not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai mad dog.
It comes back to you talking. You sound like Trapper.
That's right. Well, you don't scare me at all. So I stick with Kazan.
Peasant! I realize now that the true purpose of my visit is to extinguish your light.
Only raise a katana in the air as you menacingly. Like great grandfather. Like great granddaughter apparently.
Hold up there, Grandpa. Not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better. Young people these days, always waiting to kill people, insisting they don't deserve it. Back in my day, you did what you needed to be done because you're nobody did it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, whatever.
In his day, with such an opposing penance, it sure gives off a serious Oben Yoza Cloud vibes.
You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners in our land. Didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already. A little too much, if you ask me. But I didn't make the rules. The rulers did exactly how it should be. Literature, art, fuck that. Theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, contestants, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. We're like Russia. What were we talking about?
Spirit Google's at a great. Okay, I'm not gonna say all those every time. I only forget from this. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so.
I thought you were saying that, not the reading thing.
Listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to list every activity available in Samurai entry of the Edo period.
Silence, peasant! You're showing your ignorance. Samurai were for blade for many activities that didn't benefit. That didn't benefit the Bushido code, such as attending certain theoretical performances. For instance, sometimes, however, a samurai would put on the disguise in order to seek out entertainment. No, I'm saying I did that because I had honor and a body built like an entire castle that is quite hard to hide. But clearly, you have neither my honor nor my physique. You don't even know about the ins and outs of shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette. You fool!
Rin, what would you want with such an educated admirer as this?
You find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all this much about who. Oh my god. You find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who has and wasn't allowed to do that what leisure activities over 100 years ago. However, you're really not sure how to handle this massive demonic old man.
Oh wait, I get it. Sweet Rin, my beautiful descendant, you're inviting me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerk's head in. Claudette, oh wait, Claudie, Doris, fetch my cabo, Rin. Wrap your robes around the Mongols' hands and hold them still. We'll splatter their brains on the beach together as a family.
Grandpa, no! That's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did.
Oh, yeah, sure. Wink, wink, wink.
The whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Chapel really have a lot of common, don't they?
I swear Eddie has a good soul and the heart of a warrior. They fought for my love in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with their fair share of nonsense.
Nonsense seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already?
Of course, of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 fucking generations. Just come give your ancestors-in-law a hug.
Before Drawn only beckons you closer. There's no way he ever hugs anyone his entire life. I think I'm good over here, actually.
Rin, now push them my way and I'll split them in half. The sacrifices of this usher to the Yokomata bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us back on course of honor.
You're so silly, Grandpa. We both know that the only sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father. Your great, God damn it, grandson, traded to the Yokoma family, if name.
The lust for violence of your voice, it fills me with cheer.
I'll never forget who I am.
I suppose. If this is the person you want to be with, to go on the journey of blood revenge with, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside you blooms from the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors.
And if Eddie ever treats me poorly, you have my word. On our family's honor, I will wield my katana and gut them like a fish.
A tear rolls down from behind Omi's demonic mask. You sure won't want to marry into this?
And one last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it. But maybe stop focusing so specifically and obsessively on it. What he did, it was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Bye. Be well, Rin. I'll see you again soon. Now let's go, servants. Clay, Dennis, return me to my stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to. Yes, sure.
I swear, this is still better than dealing with Chapper's dad. I'm sorry I was disrespectful of your great grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realized I would never measure up to someone like that. Warrior well with the hella fashion sense. I mean, that mask.
Don't worry. I would never expect you to. Or want you to really.
If all I wanted was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down in Trapper's Cave right now avoiding his vintage bear traps. But that's not the life I imagined for myself. The sense of abstract duty, anger in the world changing around me, a lust for blood, there's no way to live. And yet, as you now know, this is the Yokoma... yeah. Forever I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside me. Boom, bitch! Or at least maybe I was until now.
Call me a dragon.
You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it.
Sorry, I have no idea where that came from.
I think we're spending enough time in the lantern room. We should get back to the beach. Tell me the dragon tame roommate.
Moonlight sets on a romantic weird that storm circles clouds roll in and surrounds the black lighthouse.
You know, the sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it will rise again. Whoa! Whoa!
Spirit moves her shield robe, showing you her strapped black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon.
Maybe you could help me get a head start applying tomorrow's sunscreen.
Again? I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was... Well, I definitely feel more connected to you afterwards.
To be totally real with you, I kind of just asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it.
I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I might not be liable. It will not be labeled a foot freak. Not that there is anything wrong with feet. It's just that something about that kind of attention really gets people talking.
Her face fucking glitches out every time she blinks.
Oh yeah.
Steady, steady. Oh god.
Oh,
If I
God.
miss, I can miss.
Close.
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 It's like the opposite to me.
Close. Close.
Do I have to fucking do it? God damn it.
Yes. Yes. Almost.
Fuck.
Almost.
Fuck.
Almost.
I gotta get it. No.
Close.
Fuck you.
Almost. Yes. God, that was so goddamn hot. I love feeling your hands sliding up and down my feet and between my toes. My skin has never been more moist. Get up here right now.
Before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotioned hands, Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock onto yours. It's suddenly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon. You find yourself on the beach with spirits in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow steps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life, shaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you up off your feet.
Come here, you.
So this is what it feels like to fly. As Spirit pulls you close, you feel bits of glass pressed to your skin. Pain and pleasure mix and wash over you like the ocean. Salty air swinging your skin as they writhe against the underlover. The lighthouse cowls, and in the darkness, you're pretty sure that Spirit lets the dragon inside to take over. If it kills you, you're sure it will have to. I'll have to be worth it. The clouds part just as you manage to pull yourself exhausted away from the Spirit. A chunk of broken glass is lodged to your shoulder. When you pluck it from your skin, the blood drips. Sorry, I think this got stuck to me when I was having the best night of my life. Spirit drags her fingertip over the sharp end of the glass. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I got plenty more where that came from. You arrive at the beach to find Claudette and Dwight waiting for you.
Now is time, Eddie.
To face your destiny.
Actually, about that, Eddie, can we talk privately? Maybe not here. Maybe somewhere else where it'd be better for this talk. You know how we feel about schedule, Spirit.
Very strong.
And you know how I feel about how I feel about you telling me what to do. Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with Eddie privately. It's not right to do it here in front of everyone.
You know, from my experience in upper management of my father's mind, I learned that if you're going to fire someone, just do it in public so they don't freak out. Please, enough about fire talk.
Wait, you think so? No, she couldn't be. They seem so in love. Well, I mean, not really. Spirit's still Spirit. But if I try to imagine Spirit in love, I suppose she hasn't attempted to murder Eddie yet, so... Okay, fine. Your guess is as good as mine. Really, that girl's very hard to read. A word of advice, though. If you're going to end it and it quickly, my experience is more pathetic. More pathetic the creature, the more annoying the final hows are. I don't need any advice. Everyone out except for Eddie.
Does someone say final house? That kind of my whole jam. I can stay, right?
Especially you. Ow!
Lame. Along with Spirit, you can feel something awful hanging in the air. More awful than even the lingering smell of that Cleaver body spray. Ah, that gag. I'm gagging. We're all gagging. The Cleaver body spray. Spirit, Rin, I don't know what you plan on saying, but before you say anything, just know that I really, really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days helped me get to know myself. For that, I just wanted to say thank you.
That's sweet. You're welcome. And you know what? It's kind of a thing that shows me that you've got a good heart inside you. Too good for me to carve out and toss in the ocean, but also too good for me to love. I need someone who shares my interests, someone I can connect with, someone jaded and desperate. Dispassionate, only driven forward by a desire for revenge. I need someone who isn't warm and that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you. Can we just be friends?
I don't know if...
Before you finish that, just know, if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies and I will destroy you.
Friends it is.
I'm glad to have you here for me when I need you, but not too close for me when I don't. So yeah, I'll see you around.
Spirit tries to leave. Wait, what? That's it? That's how this ends? You just leave me here?
I'm not sure I'd use the word ends for that matter. I wouldn't say that I'm leaving, but us, we're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that, well, it just proves that we've never really belonged together anyhow. Good night, Eddie.
What the hell? I just spent all this time on this island doing anything I can to get to know people that actually. I just leave for the chocolate factory the side door.
I didn't know what I don't know what that means. Anyways, I said good night, Eddie. See you around.
Jeez, I'm sorry. What a bummer. Hey, why did she keep saying she'll see me around? Gosh, I had no idea.
And so my precious kiddos lived happily ever after, as they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost. Whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, that just spoiled my choice. You made it this far.
Oh, was it the entity? I didn't. Fuck.
That you have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Eddie. See you again later. And again, and again, and again. Forever!